I'm sure by now you've all noticed how many Gundam jokes I make, and that you wouldn't be surprised that I'm a fan of mecha or the mecha genre and all forms of it. This includes Titanfall 2, a game that we all miss and cherish and hold close to our hearts. But unfortunately, because we've all moved on to other things, it has no consistent support or player base and has been dwindling for a while. I love and miss Titanfall a lot, and upset every day by EA refusing to pull their head out of their ass and allow Respawn to make a third game. But we're not going to be talking about that today. We're going to be talking about the fact that if you miss Titanfall, I have something for you that might be worth putting on your radar. Before we get into that, though, I would like to say I know I'm a bit more low energy and sound a bit different from my usual videos. Uh, I have an explanation for that. It's at the timestamp, but it's not relevant to the video. So if you don't care, then we can just get into it. With that, let's get it started. Welcome to Diesel Nights. So this is the best thing that we could get as a spiritual successor to Titanfall anything, really. It's a diesel punk version of Titanfall where instead of a pilot, you're a knight, and instead of futuristic high-tech mechs, they're more like bipedal tanks, whereas even their weaponry resembles that of just a basic oversized rifle. If we can't get Titanfall from EA and Respawn, we're gonna take this, because at least with this, we can support an indie dev who has a goal in mind and a dream very similar to ours. We all love and miss Titanfall. Not all of us have played it in recent because, well, there's nothing new and the servers are getting harder and harder to play on when the people who play it constantly are good. They're good. They've been playing the game, and that's not a bad thing. It's just hard to play casually if you aren't as good. And then also there's no content anymore, which is a shame. So with this, we have the chance of getting that back, the fresh new Titanfall breath of air, and it's supporting an indie dev. I believe that the team consists of one game dev who commissions model artists and stuff like that for their models, but I could be wrong. But even then, I can't see this team being above 5 or 10 people. This game is in its primitive stage, and I still think that there is a lot here to appreciate and a lot here to be excited for. I mean, they've even added one of the mechs before they did everything else, so it's not like a thing where it's those fake Kickstarters and you're getting scammed by all the potential. They are slowly putting the building blocks together, and then as this puzzle comes together, it will stitch together and finally create what I believe is going to be a masterpiece. But that's just me. I love third-person games, and from what I understand, this game offers both third and first person, which is amazing because that's just Titanfall with a feature I wish Titanfall had. And also, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit of not a stickler, a bit of a bit enthusiastic for World War II. Not because I think that it's super cool, oh my gosh, that's like a horrid time, but I do like the amount of innovation and growth in technology we had during that era, and it's interesting to watch how things evolved. I am a War Thunder player, so that's not a surprise. My accounts, I got to like 8.0 or below above in Italy, and then my account got reset. So I'm trying to grind back through it, but that's besides the point. The point is that Diesel Knights is a good project. It does feel beginner stage, and the models are basic and all of that, but that's good because that means that they're not focusing on the visuals first. They're focusing on making the game whole before they worry about what things look like. But it's always kind of like scary when game dev announces something and then it looks a bit too good for a project. There was another game that came out, Frontier something. It was another mech game, and I gave that a try, and it's pretty much exactly what I said. I'm not sure if they fixed it since then, but when I played it, all of the animations and it just felt like clunky and unfinished, but it looked really nice, and that's what I'm trying to get at here. I've never really been a graphics gamer. I've always been a quality of game gamer. Obviously, I like when things look good, but that's something that I hope the dev works on last. Let's see. What am I? Oh, their Kickstarter. When they put their Kickstarter up, they had to reach a specific goal. I can't remember what the goal was. But once they reached the goal, they launched their Kickstarter, and they released a playtest on Steam. So if you want to give this a try, you can go playtest it for free on Steam. And also while you're there, don't forget to give it a wish list because, like I said, this is going to be in the oven for a long time. Most of us are probably going to forget that we have it in our wish list, but that's totally fine as long as it's on that wish list to support that creator, and then also we can give them a gauge of how many people are interested, because nothing's more discouraging than making something and thinking that nobody's going to care about it. Obviously, if you're making it for yourself, then it's still going to get made and you're still going to put passion and stuff into it, but support only ever helps a product exist. And I don't mean monetary support, just like showing someone that you care about what they are making. And if the dev ever sees this, which I highly doubt it, I do care about what you're making. I think that this is a noble goal. I think that this is something that we have been longing for, and also that when this game comes out, because it's a smaller team, it might be hopefully not to the same degree, but it at least hopefully will feel like another favorite game of mine, Helldivers, where people can reach out with concerns about the game and then actually communicate. Because if this game is to be, we'll say, like live service, or I'd imagine it'd be live service. I can't imagine this would be a game that you just drop and then you give like 4 DLCs. But what the point is if it's live service, that means that the community and the dev, who is a small team, can communicate, and hopefully there can be back and forth, and then there can be issues brought up and then fixed, and then it just keeps going like that. And whenever people want more content, they can reach out to their community and say, hey, this is what I'd want, or what do you guys want, and this is what I'd like to put in the game. Do you guys think that's a good idea? And have a thumbs up or thumbs down. I think that's about it for Diesel Knights. This is going to be like a relatively shorter video. I'm just a bit tired, but we'll be getting into that in a sec. If you haven't already, go try the playtest, which you can go try out the Gauntlet, or you can try out the PvP, which is just, I think it's just 1v1 right now, but it's aiming to be 6v6. And with that, I'll see you guys later, and the stuff next is to this is unrelated to the video. It's kind of just this. So if you're not interested in that, see ya. But if you are gonna watch that, then sorry. And see you around. And the reason I've been so low energy throughout this video is because I'm gonna have to be rehoming my cat. I've had him for about 5-ish years, and he has been my best friend and helped me through a lot of rough patches in my life. But I haven't living in an apartment and with a roommate. He has a habit of just peeing on everything. I've tried taking him to the vet and such, and nothing has been found wrong. So the best I know of is that it is a territorial thing, and I don't think that it's. I mean, my apartment always smells like some level of pneumonia, even if I am trying my best to keep on top of the cleaning. But when he pees multiple times a day, every day, I don't know what to do anymore. I've tried cat diapers and other stuff, but I'm not going to Hassan Piker him and get him a shock collar if he starts peeing on the couch. And I'd never ever hit him. So I think that rehoming him is the only option I really have. If anyone does have any suggestions, that would definitely be appreciated. But yeah, sorry that this one is a bit more somber. I like to stick to my schedule, and I'd rather not break my schedule because then I'll get out of the habit of the motion. But yeah, check out Diesel Knights. I think is project worth supporting, even if you just wishlist it or download the demo. And let me know the time you guys end up getting in the gauntlet. Mine was like 14 seconds, but that's because you shoot the targets and the time goes down. With that, I'll see you around. See you sillies.